Wollen Sie einen Drink? That is the German way to ask someone if they want a drink. Reason why I say that is because Martini here, they're a Italian beverage company known for wines and vermouth. They go back quite a ways and have sponsored Porsches for a long time. So anyways, what we have is an opening of the Porsche 918 Spyder. This will be my second Schuco to enter my collection after the 300 SL. Oh boy, this packaging. Anyways, the specs I found out about this car is that it has a 4.6 liter V8 mid-engine and there's two electric motors, so it's a plug-in hybrid. And the motors don't drive the wheels exactly. One is attached to the rear engine and helps power that, and it acts as a generator as well. And then the second motor is up front, powering a transaxle. So this can be an all-wheel drive vehicle. Alright, so let's see here. Now, those electric motors are around 300 horsepower combined with the 600 horsepower of the normally aspirated engine. We're talking around 900 horsepower. So that makes this the third supercar that Porsche has made after the 959 and the Carrera GT. I do wonder if anyone makes a diecast model of the 959 other than Kyosho. It would be nice to see a high-end version of that car. But anyways, we're talking about this car here, the Spyder. The Spyder was sold between 2013 and 2015, and 918 of them were sold for around $1 million. And an interesting thing I found out about this car is it had an optional paint job called liquid metal, where they used magnets during the paint application, so it would align the flakes within the paint, so it has a special reflectivity because the flakes in the paint are perfectly aligned. Now, it looks like this car is trying to duplicate that paint, at least the color of it. It just looks like a dark, kind of like gun gray or something like that. I watched YouTube videos. It doesn't really look really special, but I'm not sure if in real life it actually is worth $63,000 for that paint job or not. Anyhow, let's continue on with this actual model now. So you'll notice the staggered wheels here. There's a 20-inch front and a 21-inch rear. I'm not sure if that looks correct though. This rear wheel looks a lot bigger than a 1-inch difference, but I'm not going to bother measuring that right now. I do feel like, it'd be nice to see like a logo printed there. It's so big, it's just begging to have the Porsche crest or something. Let's see here. The printing of this Martini livery is pretty nice. Is it printed or a decal? I think it is printed. I don't see any like clear border, so hopefully this will stay good. It won't scratch off or anything like that. It does seem to be above the paint though, pretty much like all other diecasts, so I think this would be easy to scratch off. It's not under the clear coat. I wish people would put that stuff under their clear coats. Okay, so what do we have here? A little vent there, no paint though. Does it roll? Yeah, it does roll. Okay, while we're down here, let's take a look. So Schuco, and then what the car is, and the scale. So diffuser pan, interesting. Alright, really nice treads. Really nice tread molds. Really crisp edge. They're not like rounded and... Wow, those might be the best tire treads I've seen on a diecast so far. Okay, well anyways, let's go to the back. And can we focus? Okay, so there's a Porsche written there. And below it, I think it does say Spyder in like this script. 918 Spyder. Okay. What's going on here? Some black, but there's no texture. It's just kind of smooth, but it's blacked out. This is, I think, the rear backup light, and the little dot under it is a rear view camera, a super low camera. Okay, the plastic lenses of the tail lights, looking pretty good. They're pretty thick plastic, so a lot of dimensionality and depth to them. That's nice. This rear wing here, so dust under there, but it's a really thin piece of plastic. Or is it? No, it's gotta be plastic. That's really nice though. A lot of times you have super thick wings, but I think they can get away with it because most of it's glued to the actual diecast. So Should be pretty durable. Okay. Now, the exhaust tips are actually way up here on this car, which is interesting. Kind of makes sense. So they are not really deep, not really any depth to that, unfortunately. Okay, this is like an engine cover, and then this is the trunk. This is tiny little thing is supposed to be the trunk where you might be able to add some engine oil. So Porsche doesn't let their owners open up this whole clamshell. You have to take it to the dealership and they can open this clamshell. So even though these owners are paying $1 million for their cars, they never got to see the engine. It's kind of sad. Okay, so now we look at the interior here. These seats are kind of weird. Why is this a little rib in the middle of the seat? It's not even centered. It's off to the side a little bit. So I'm not sure what Schuco was thinking with that cushion there. Okay, well anyways, the center console. This center console here is all like an electronic display, and they light up when the car turns on. So Schuco managed to get that right. Okay, well not a bad interior. Alright, let's see if this side has any issues. Yeah, I think I started on that side. No issues there. No issues there. Okay. Oh yeah, so on this side of the car, I believe this is the fuel filler cap. And then on this side of the car, this is the electric plug-in cap. Okay. So the front, I guess we haven't taken a look there. So there's the Porsche crest on the red stripe. Does seem a bit large proportionally to a car, though. Seems out of scale. This martini is really nicely printed. Looking good. I'm wondering, though, if this stripe should have rolled all the way down, but I guess that would be really hard for them to get that right. So I think they made the right decision. Okay, now, interesting that I'm not sure if this is true to the real car, but when you pop open the front trunk here, there's a little latch there to actually unhook it, and then you can lift it up. So maybe there's a big recess there so you can help get your hand in there. So this might actually be accurate, where it's a big gap here and then it's thin there because of these latches there. Alright, the plastic lenses, and behind them it looks like there's some detail. I see like a rectangle there, but it could possibly be the plastic itself. Yeah, I think it's this clear plastic has a rectangular shape, and that's what's glued into or heat melted on the backside to trap it in. Okay, and the front, okay, you can hear a texture. You might not see it, but it's part of this base plate, I think. There you go, you can see the ribs there. So that's nice. It's a pretty far in vent. Now what's going on here with this turn signal? That's just the same body color. Okay. So, all in all, I don't see any sort of problems with the quality of it. The mirrors don't have any silver on them, but that's okay for the price point. Seems to be the norm. Yeah. I do think that the body panel gaps are quite large, though. I mean, they seem really thick, but I guess they're compensating for maybe the white cars that they produced, and maybe in the future they'll put out some other non-metallic paint finishes. Okay, so, but pleasantly, granted that this is only my second Schuco, I don't see any major quality problems. If I'm nitpicking, this seems like a scratch or something in the casting before it was painted, unless it's on the other side. No, it's not on this side. So, yeah, that would be the one defect that I can see so far. Maybe I'll see some more when I review it. I apologize for my hands, by the way. I was painting some stuff, and I washed my hands 3 times, and I still have paint spray all over my wrist and everything. Stuff was hard. Okay, well anyways, yeah, it's the one last statistic I found out about this car that's really impressive is back in 2013, they took one of these cars to the Nurburgring long track. It's like a 20-kilometer track or something, and it broke the 7-second barrier. So this is the first street legal car to break the 7-second barrier, whereas everything else was a race car or highly modified, not a standard production car. So that's impressive. So it's nice to see Porsche continuing to make, really top tier pinnacle record setting kind of vehicles. And yeah, that's it. Any Porsche fans, please chime in. Talk to you guys.